Feeling lucky?
I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. I wonder if I'll be held responsible for this.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm fucking saying it this time. This is the D20 duo, and this is our episode of Questlog. How's it feel? How's it feel? I did so good. We're back with episode 2 of Chrono Trigger. I said it right even. Didn't say Chronos. And this was just our little mini episode. We didn't go too crazy, but we did go places. Your turn.
I like how he just took over the damn podcast. Just welcome to the MrWrong show.
Own this. We co-own this.
Yeah, but
Threw you off your game though, didn't I?
But I'm structured and you're not. So
I know.
Although
took you off by surprise.
Full disclosure, we are fully winging it this episode because I was a lazy bum and I didn't come up with talking points. So on that note, we are the D20 duo and this is Questlog. No, you know what? That's not even the proper entrance. It's D20 duo. No, and this is Questlog. I did it right. I did it right. Anyhow, I did it right.
You don't edit this anyway, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, they're getting the whole thing. They saw all of it. It's there now. It is in the ether of the internet. It's fine. It's fine. Exclamation point. Fine. It's fine. So we played more Chrono Trigger last week.
Is it fine?
It's fine. We played more Chrono Trigger last week, didn't we?
Yes.
We had fun.
We did. We actually had a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we got the princess back to the castle, and of course, big surprise, the shit hit the fan because they think we kidnapped the bitch.
Yeah, they put us on fucking trial, which apparently in this game, there's moral consequences for shit that you tried to do, but the game didn't allow you to do, like saving this bitch's cat, which on stream, y'all saw that I tried saving the cat like 5 fucking times, and every time it went off screen.
Because
you
didn't do it the first time. You have to do it the first time. You can't walk off screen. Once you've got it to follow you, you cannot walk off screen.
I couldn't get it to follow me.
You got it to follow you the first time. It did, but you walked off.
No, it ran away.
I went back. I went back and checked, and you walked into Gatto to fight Gatto, and yeah, it was following you at that point in time. So you fucked it up. I didn't really go back and check. I'm just making a bold assumption because I know how you are. Because you saw Kitty, you talked to Kitty, and then you saw a doorway and you walked through the doorway. That's what happened. I promise.
No, that's not what happened. I promise, because I remember, because I did try to pet Kitty, and then Kitty ran away from me, and I was like, no, you puss, get the fuck back here and let me love you, because I didn't know the child was missing the cat at first. So I might have chased the cat not knowing that it needed to be saved. And then I found out after we left and came back, I talked to the girl and she was like, oh, my cat. I was like, oh, yeah. And I went back to that area to find the cat and it was gone. And I was like, well, what the fuck do I do with the cat? It's gone. And so I was upset because I wanted to save said cat and it fucking ran away from me.
Sure.
That is what happened.
I'm going to go check the video footage after we record this podcast today.
Do it. Fact check me. I dare you.
So for anyone who's actually been trailing along with the quest log thus far, we usually come up with some kind of random obscure word that we tell you to put in the comments below.
No, it's
usually at the end. We're doing it early this time because fucking who cares at this point? This whole thing is scuffed right now. So welcome to the scuffed episode of Questlog. Your key word is MrWrong's pussy cat.
there's gonna be so out of context messages about I don't want that.
I-
They're gonna put just MrWrongs puss ... ecat. I can see that's exactly where it's gonna go because I know the people who follow us.
And we appreciate you. But I totally want those
You know,
comments. Like
you're
at
my
this
people.
at this point, I'll take those comments because you're commenting. So
Yeah,
you
go for it.
there you go.
I don't care.
Anyways, so we have the trial going on here in the background, and yeah, this game was very unique in that it took decisions that you made during the fair portion, the very start of the game. You don't even know what the F is happening at the moment, but it took decisions that you made into account. And I really wish I would have looked up the exact list of the things you can do or not do that will alter things. But me and MrWrong had different verdicts brought to us. As you can see right now, that man brought me my kitty back and the little girl thanked me. She didn't come to the trial in favor of MrWrong because he didn't bring her kitty back. Now,
Yeah, she's like, he ignored me. I was like, the fucking didn't, but okay.
yeah. So I know that there's the kitty. There's
The lunch that you
the
could
lunch.
eat, apparently, which I don't. Where was that? Because I didn't even see a lunch
So
box, so I
there,
don't know where that was.
it looks like a little like just bundle. It's on the left side as you're heading towards the cat into Gato, the robot. It's kind of sitting on the thing. So if you're exploring a lot, you'll notice that you can you can interact with it, but the old man will come and testify that you tried to eat his lunch. If you tried to rush the princess while she's looking at stuff before going into Luca's demonstration, I know that has an effect on you. If you grab,
I didn't know.
yeah, you didn't. If you grab the pendant like I did, like before I even talked to the princess, that has an effect on you. This bitch here says that you were after her money. that was the only one the only check that I failed on was that I grabbed the pendant first.
I talked with her first, I think. I don't think I had that one.
But there are probably like 7 or 8 checks total because I think there are like 7 or 8 jurors, and each juror will give you a guilty, not guilty, based on the check. There were 7.
There were 7.
Okay.
Because I had 4 opposing me and 3 for me. Because the other one is asking the shopkeeper to sell the necklace. That was one, but I don't know. Well, okay, so Kat, the guy's lunch, grabbing her pendant first, trying to sell the pendant,
rushing her off.
And rushing her off. So there's 2 more. I don't know. Well, I suppose they're literally saying it on screen. No, that these are just the judges, not
jurors.
Yeah, not all the complaints or testimonies actually came up and testified. Only like 3 of them did.
Only if they had an actual like direct like effect on you did they kind of show up and testify. Like, had you tried to sell the pendant to Melchior, I believe he shows up and testifies against you that, or someone shows up that you tried to sell the pendant to Melchior. Yeah, and it looks like there are 7. So there are 7. Yeah. I assume that, and I am making an assumption. I've not looked it up. I assume there are 7 checks that will happen.
Impact.
Now, here's the rub. The only difference between guilty and not guilty is whether or not a care package was left for you in your cell once you wake up in the dungeon. Because you didn't get one, I did. I think it just had a couple ethers in it, honestly. Ethers or tonics or something of that nature. But
nothing game changing.
They basically say you're going to spend 3 days in solitary confinement no matter what. And Nadia obviously tries to stop it. The king comes in and says, sit down and know your place. And then you're taken away. Now, there's where the fuckery happens because, like, the Chancellor, regardless of whether you were guilty or not,
Chancellor tries to fucking kill you.
Yeah, you're gonna get taken away. You're gonna be put into jail, whether you're guilty or not. And once you get down there, the Chancellor is going to tell the warden that you are going to be put to death. Like, the Chancellor take it upon himself that you're going to be put to death.
Yeah.
No Fs. So, and the Chancellor, the warden will react slightly different if you were declared not guilty. But in the long run, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Which, this may be a spoiler for me, but please spoil it. Can we kill him? Do we get a chance to kill him? I want to kill him just because he's like, no, like, for you specifically, like, you had such a passing vote that you're a good guy. He's like, off with his head. Absolutely not. This commoner filth. And I'm like, fuck the noble. You're gonna die. I'm gonna kill you. We killed the Chancellor in the past. We'll kill you too. Fuck you.
It's funny how they look exactly the same, just a different outfit, right?
Yeah. But, like, other than this, does he come back into play where we can fucking destroy him? Also, I'm noticing this too, not completely not related, but your webcam is getting fuzzy.
Yeah, it's garbage.
I just
garbage.
noticed that I can't tell if it just got pixelated or if it just lost, like, the clarity.
No, it was definitely a little fuzzy.
Okay. Sorry, not sorry. Had to say it.
It's all right. No, so if you really want me to spoil it, yes, the Chancellor will come back into play at some point later on in the game.
But do we get to kill him?
Yes, if you want me to spoil it, we will.
I want to kill him.
We will kill that guy.
Thank you.
Anyways, so you get down here, as you can see, like I said, there's a care package that I got. It was some ethers.
And they left us a beer. It was really nice of them.
Yeah. And a save point too.
Yeah.
So you save, and you could do a couple different things here. I typically
masturbate, fucking dream up your own whatever. You're in jail. You got time.
I typically wait out the 3 days. But based on some peer pressure from MrWrong,
peer
pressure.
Kept banging on the door, and I didn't know what I was doing. And then all of a sudden it opened, and then the exact same thing happened. He fucking boot kicks me to the chest against the wall. Then I'm like, no, time to die. Fuck it, we're battling our way out of here. We are the bad guy now.
Also, I do like how they threw you in jail, but they left you your sword.
Yeah, true. They didn't disarm us.
Yeah.
That was their fucking mistake.
Pretty much. So then we get to trounce around the jail a little bit because now we are broken free and we get to try to make our escape.
So with you typically not breaking loose, do you still have to go through all the battles that we did, or what's the transition from waiting 3 days?
So it's nearby. You remember the room where the Iron Maiden is? Because you made a comment about trying to climb in it.
Yeah, I remember the Iron Maidens.
Okay, so basically the only like real difference is that you get taken to that room where the Iron Maiden is, and they're gonna put you to death. And if I remember correctly, Luca will join you at that point.
Is the guy that we saved who was in the beheaded thing, does he die because we waited?
I don't think so. I think he's still there and able to be saved.
Okay. I was like, that would be such a fucking twist if, like, we wait 3 days, he's beheaded within the 3 days that we had to wait or whatever. That'd suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. And I like battling this guy too. This guy's like, I just work here, man. Like, I don't got time for this. I gotta go.
Just straight dips.
Yeah, it's like, it ain't worth my life. I don't care. Go.
That's a mood.
It's such a.
But yeah, I want to say he's still there, and I want to say that you do get for saving him, you do get something when you go back to the town. But we can't go back to the town for quite some time, anyways. So, but yeah,
because we're in the future, baby.
yeah. So we ran around the dungeons, right? We ran around the dungeons, fought these little shield guys, did some stuff, saved a dude, yada yada yada. Let us move forward.
Yeah, right about there.
All right. So this is where we got back up to the warden, and Luca comes in and she knocks the warden out and then rejoins our party. Like I said, I want to say that she's the one who comes and saves you from the execution chamber. So you get her a little bit early. You can basically, it's just like easier mode. Like you can use her to go through the dungeon. That's about it.
Give her a little extra time to level up also.
Yeah, I suppose so. I didn't remember that until after the fact of everything, but I also didn't care that much. Luca will not be in my final party. I can confirm that now. But
yeah, I as much as like she doesn't have the appeal to me like that I see her as end game potential. Nothing against her, but like just her attacks that she has and everything, other than her flamethrower ability, everything else just isn't too exciting compared to Robo right now.
no, that's fair. I will say that I've used her end game, and I've used her in the special fight with Lavos, like at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
She is useful. She's very useful with Marley. If you're going to keep Marley in your party, she is definitely a good one to have alongside. It's a good thought to have because the two of them have a very strong dual tech called Antipode, and it's basically fire and ice damage. And then the three of you have a pretty strong triple tech, which I want to say is Delta attack, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense because technically they're the three main protagonists, essentially. Because the rest of the people who join are extras you find along the way. Like, these three are the main ones that are introduced before you start doing the time warp.
Let's do the time warp. Sorry.
I don't apologize when I start randomly singing.
Yeah, but no one wants to hear me sing, so...
Yabbits live in the woods.
What?
Yabbits live in the woods. Have you never heard that?
No, I haven't.
My family has said that since I was a child. Like, my brother gets that with me all the time. Like, if I but yabbits live in the woods.
Yeah, but I think you're more Midwestern than I am, so...
Oh, yeah. Yes, I am. I say ope a lot.
Fair. So here we are fighting the dragon tank, which is the boss of the dungeon. And the manual that fell off the table by the warden kind of gives away the secret to the dragon tank. It's not that difficult to figure out realistically anyways. The head repairs damage. It even pops up and says head repairs damage. And it's repairing all the pieces of the thing. So you can target the head. You want to focus on hitting the head. Now, what it doesn't really what the manual will tell you that the like otherwise you'd have to just kind of figure it out on your own is that the head is resistant to fire and
Fire.
lightning damage, if I remember correctly. So
Yes.
essentially making both characters, whether you're on New Game Plus or not, a little more useless. Of course, if you're on New Game Plus anyways at this point in time, the dragon tank is it's not gonna do anything to you. You're probably gonna kill it in 1 or 2 strikes at most. So
Yeah.
but yeah, we fought the dragon tank, and then we get a cool little cutscene, or not really a cutscene, but like the tank explodes as they're gonna try to repair it, and the chancellor and his 2 flunkies are like they make the bridge that you got to walk over, and
They do the Emperor's New Groove move with Kronk and Yzma or whatever her name is. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? The Emperor's New Groove?
I'm aware of the movie. I don't remember them doing this.
Well, they basically did that, and then they ran away while they were like still holding on for their life.
I'll take your word for it.
I might be misremembering. I don't know.
It's been a long
I know
time since I've seen it.
It's in a movie somewhere.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong as well. But yeah, so we fought the dragon tank. Now we're trying to escape from the castle. And this is when Princess Nadia or Marley kind of like rejoins us. Basically says, "F my royal heritage."
Yup.
You know, and so that's very as we kind of talked about, I think either during the last episode of the podcast or during our gameplay, that's very atypical of princesses. Honestly, most princesses in like RPG games either tend to be like super snooty, stuck up to an absolute fault, or they tend to be such a freaking wild child that it's not realistic at all. And she's definitely the latter on that. What did you think about the fact that she basically threw away her heritage to join our little group?
I feel like she told her dad, "Fuck you, I'm going home." Like, or not, I'm going home. Fuck you, I'm going on an adventure.
It's time for
Which-
adventure.
Yeah. So I feel like we're gonna get a bounty on our heads again, but at the same time, like, they're not gonna disown her. Like, when she decides to come back all mature and save the world and everything, she's gonna be like, "Fuck you, I saved Earth. I still love you, but goddamn, let me be my own woman." Because as we discussed, she's 15? No, 16.
16.
Because Chrono is 17. And then Nerd Lady's 19.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes, which random, but okay.
And then Frog's somewhere around 40, and Robo is somewhere around 400.
But he's a robot, he doesn't have a lifespan. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine.
He's not going to date any of the characters.
Yeah, also true.
He's not DTF.
So we have to run off to the side here. We find a time gate. Now, as of right now, we've only experienced time gates in forced situations. As we get a little bit further in the game, the time gates, I mean, they're still kind of more forced situations.
Insinuations. Yes.
But you can basically, like, anytime you find a time gate, you'll just walk up to it. You have the gate key, and it'll just pop open like how Luca does right now. And you can just wander on through. You know, not spoiler territory realistically. It's just typical RPG trope. We will get a vehicle at a certain point in time that does allow us to travel in between the time periods. So,
Oh, nice.
so the
But
approaching the gates won't be a thing forever in the game. So,
good.
but
Which, other than the main storyline gates, are we able to travel to ones that we've traveled to before just because?
yes. So there are a couple exceptions, but every gate that we find is accessible later on in the game.
Okay.
Again, there are a couple exceptions, because there are gates that will be sealed at a certain point.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
But yeah, they'll become available to us to travel back and forth, kind of thing. So we ended up here in the future. Did a little of the time slip. You know, the little diddle diddle diddle. Bye, Andy. The dog just bolted up and ran out of the room.
He got to poop.
Well, I hope not, because he's not going anywhere. Like, he's not going anywhere.
He just goes to the front door, lays it right on your doorstep.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, we're in the future, and what a desolate wasteland this is.
Yeah.
As we come to find out, this is the year 2300 AD, so a little bit in our real future now. And according to the computers, they experienced a cataclysmic event in the year 1999. So only a few years after this game was made, if you want to consider that this is Earth.
Wait. So I have a theory.
Oh, God.
Do you think that they made it 1999 because everyone in like before 2000, everyone in 1999 thought that every electronic was going to fail because they didn't think that the year was going to switch over and that electronics weren't going to work after
You're referring to Y2K?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe because this was made before the turnover. So like do you think that this was a reference of like in 1999 the world fucking exploded?
It's
Do you think that they
possible.
made a reference to Y2K?
Quite possible. I think it was honestly, I think it was more the typical like sci-fi twinge that before, for almost every sci-fi movie in the 70s, 80s, 90s even, like before the year 2000 the world went to shit. It
Yeah.
I believe Dio was talking about the fact that you guys talked about Terminator, and because you've never seen it, or he's never seen it. I don't know.
Terminator 2 is my favorite movie.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was he hasn't seen it. You guys were talking about watching it at some point or whatever. But
Yeah,
like
we ended up rewatching it because I want to say the original Terminator. I never watched that one. I watched Terminator 2 first, and then I've seen clips of the first one, but I've never actually seen the full movie. I've seen a lot of it, just not the whole thing.
Okay.
So maybe that's what he was referencing. But we had planned just to watch it randomly.
Okay. But correct me if I'm wrong. So Terminator, the series came out in like 1987, but it was like 1997 was when the bots went sentient or whatever, right? That's when Skynet took over.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so like same thing. Like it was a popular thing to just the Earth turned to shit before the year 2000. The year 2000 didn't exist. They just were like, nope, not happening.
No, everything's dead.
Yeah.
We fucked up the Earth. It's dying.
Pretty much. So we were able to, like I said, we moved through the future here, and we were able to find like people that are still alive. They're in pretty desolate. Um,
They're in bad condition.
yeah, they're in pretty bad condition, and they're starving. They have a fancy machine that lets them get a full night's sleep in only a couple seconds. I wish I had that. I definitely
Oh my
don't.
God.
I definitely don't have an issue with food right now. So a machine that could make me sleep a whole night in a few seconds would be fucking great. Oh, sorry guys on stream. I'm gonna take a quick BRB and get a whole 8 hours. Okay.
Yeah. You want a 24-hour stream? Nothing. Let me give you a 300-hour stream.
Like I could get so
Just
much
stream every
done
day.
if I could
Yeah.
get 8 hours of sleep in 10 seconds.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I would have so much done.
Like even if it took a
I'd
full
probably
minute,
stream more.
to get 8 hours of sleep, I'd be okay with it. You know?
Honestly, you could work 2 jobs and still feel super refreshed because as soon as you're done with your like 12-hour, come home, get that quick 8-hour, go right to your next job.
Well, that's the thing.
You'd be making
You'd
bank.
feel refreshed. You'd actually feel refreshed as opposed to
Yeah.
trying to sleep 8 hours now, waking up, gotta pee, gotta do, gotta take the dog out. Oh, the partner moved. Now I want to play on my phone. Oh, the phone's keeping me away. Nope. 10 seconds. Done.
Yep.
Like I said, I
Done.
will settle even for do it 8 hours in a minute. Hell, give me 8 hours in 8 minutes. We're fine. We're
You know
fine.
that in like prediction, in like 100 some years, or probably much, much longer than that, they're gonna have something that like it's gonna be a drug probably that will just give you an instant like refresher at some point that you just take it and then you're good. Like it's not going to be just like a strict like energy drink or an energy pill. It's going to legit just hardwire where we're going to have mutations in the humans. Like this is where we explore space and fucking start interracial sexes and everything else. Interracial. No,
Species.
interdimensional.
Interspecies.
Interspecies. Yeah, I was like interracial. That's not the word I was looking
I mean,
for.
it kind of is like race.
Okay.
You know, like we could go on a complete other tangent about race and race issues because we're at the end of the day we're all the human race. Like color of skin is
True.
not dictate race.
Yeah,
There's still an issue with prejudice, obviously, but like the term racism is a little incorrect. I think, but anyways, that's splitting hairs. There's still an issue with
neither here nor
how
there. Just
how
don't
people
be
are
ask-
treated. Like
just have some fucking human decency, my guy. Like fucking get off your bandwagon.
human decency is much like common sense. It's not common. Yeah. Anyway.
No. Yeah.
But
We're fucking idiots. Continue.
yes. So Enertron. Yeah, we want an Enertron. But the problem is that at the point in time where Enertron is a real thing, you'll be required to work 3 jobs.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, like it's already pretty damn close to needing to work 3 jobs. Like I make pretty good money at my singular job, but realistically, I make enough to survive on a single income, and that's really about it. So,
not necessarily living paycheck to paycheck, but like just enough.
Oh no, definitely still living paycheck to paycheck. Surviving.
Well, that too.
But yeah, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work minimum 3 jobs to afford to live. So an Enertron just becomes a natural human requirement, or the drug, or whatever they come up with to make that, sleep, 8 hours of sleep in 8 seconds, happen. So, but yeah, still want one. I'm okay with it. Bring it. Not the working 3 jobs.
It's-
I don't want to do that.
I guarantee that it's going to be something along the lines of that Doctor Who episode where you get charged to breathe. Do you remember that episode? That was with Peter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that must be beyond. I've only watched 1 season with Capaldi, so
Yeah, it was Capaldi, and it was.
I don't
it
even think I
wasn't-
got the full season, honestly.
It was. I think it was his second or third season because it's with Billy, is his companion.
Okay, yeah, no clue.
Yeah, nope. I would say essentially they get to this space station essentially, and they are charged to breathe in their oxygen tanks while they're working. Like they're getting paid by this company to work here, but every breath is out of their paychecks of what they're working. So like they're paid on incentive essentially. So I could see it being something like that too. Like you have to work 3 jobs and you're getting charged while you're working in order to do this thing.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right where our economy's going. Anyways.
Again, neither here nor there, but tangents, yes.
Yes. With the future, so we continue on. I'm going to search forward here in the video to try to find it. So we found a group of survivors, and we have to go in the basement. We're looking for food. We kind of figure out what's happening to their food supplies. They all rotted away, things of that nature. And then we get the opportunity to... Oh, we get to chase the rat. I forgot about chasing the rat around.
Yes.
Then we get the opportunity. Luca's going to use the supercomputer to locate the gate. Okay, so... And...
You skipped the robo battle.
that boss was dumb. No one cared.
Yeah, it was so easy.
But yeah, so she locates the gate, and then she's kind of looking around the system, and she does find the visual record of 1999 AD, the Day of Lavos. And this is where we get our first glimpse of the big bad.
Lucifer himself.
Yeah. Visual record of the Day of Lavos. Everything looking all fancy and nice, and everything all of a sudden gets black. And the ground starts quaking, and here comes the hedgehog from hell. So full fun disclosure.
Shadow?
When I first saw him, I thought it was like a head poking out, there's like a giant creature, and it's just the top of his head that's poking out. No, it's literally the hedgehog from hell.
Go back to it. So yeah, pause. So how I see it is, here's his face, and then there's like the cross, and then he has Super Saiyan hair. That's how I saw it. I saw he had like actual Super Saiyan hair, and he just had this tiny little head. He's a hedgehog?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he is?
Basically. Yeah.
It's not his whole body though, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like he's like a Diglett right now, and we don't see his masculine form underground.
Nope. Hedgehog from hell.
That's all he is.
Yeah.
I honestly thought he was a Super Saiyan based on how he drew the characters up for the box art. So like, that was my impression. I had the same thing. I thought it was a body. I thought just his head was poking out, and then he was using his hair to send out all the needles. Which I was half right, but just it was his whole body. Okay, good to know. We're fighting a hedgehog. He has collected the Chaos Emeralds, and now he is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yep, pretty much. So yeah, so we got our glimpse of the big bad. I feel like now I've shattered your impressions of him because he's just a hedgehog of doom. But yeah, that's the big bad. Now it'll be a while again before we get to see him. But the party kind of decides that, you know, like, we're going to go
nice.
fucking
Yes.
change the future. Like, we're going to go figure out how to find and fight Lavos.
Right. And I'm seeing in the messages, Dio had literally put Hedgehog of Doom.
Yeah.
I didn't register what he had meant. Like, I read it and I laughed, but I thought he was just making fun of Lavos, but I didn't really get why. Now I understand.
Gotcha. Yes.
I'm caught up now.
Yes. So, excuse me.
First things first.
So there was that. Then we went back and we talked to the people, and basically we gave them a seed because all their food is rotted. I don't know how they're continuously surviving without food, but like all the food in their food stores has rotted. So
Cannibalism.
yeah, basically. We gave their leader this seed in order to try to replant and regrow. In turn, he gives us the key to his old jet bike in the lab to try to get over to where we need to be at the Protodome. This is where we meet Johnny.
Which when he said that, when he was explaining his bike or what have you, it's a car, and
It definitely looks like a fucking car.
It's a car, and he says, "I had this when I was a child. Like I drove this like as a kid, like when I was younger." So like I imagine like in his 20s, and this man is old as fuck. Like he's an elder now. That car doesn't have a single spot of rust on it compared to the robots in this area. So like, how is it untouched and unfazed by time? By the way,
That's a fair question. Also, how did, like, in this world that is completely destroyed, you figure the world has been destroyed for 301 years at this point in time, because Lavos was 1999. This is 2300 AD. Like, where did he find this that it was untouched to begin with? And he found it and used it for however long he used it for, and then like it just sat here since that point in time. And
and then also hopefully we have more explanation on Johnny too, because we're about to talk about him. But like, he's straight up a cyborg.
Yep.
How's he surviving?
Well, they don't need to eat.
But he needs like oil.
He looks capable. He looks capable of finding his oil.
A little bit. The blood of my enemies is what I fuel myself with.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems about right. So.
Yeah, but then we get to this race, which is this your edited version?
Shut up. It did take me a couple tries to beat Johnny, but this should be the time where I beat Johnny. Yeah.
Yep. Which, if you go back to right at the end, it literally shows him in front of you, and it crosses it first technically.
Yep, but the game said I won.
No. Well,
the game said I won. I don't care. Game said I won. That's all that matters.
Oh my god.
So he shows up all depressed and shit.
Downtrodden.
Yep. And that's a fun mini game that we can go back through and deal with later on. As we discussed, there are items to be won.
Yes. Which pissed me off that there wasn't when we won, but apparently both of us suck, and we didn't even get the bottom prize. We won, but still not good enough.
Yeah.
Give me an entry prize, please.
Yeah. So
pity points.
The last thing we're going to talk about here is we finally get our new team member. This is technically our 5th party member, but he will actually remain a permanent party member from here on in, minus a couple like random things later on. But this is our next permanent party member, and it is Robo. So what are your thoughts on Robo so far? Tell the people, because I will edit out that whole beginning part because I'm lazy and I don't want to deal with it.
I was to say, cut to, take the part from the beginning, enter it right here, then boom, just me going off on a tangent about how much I fucking love him. Oh, he's so good. I got, let's say we ended stream, but I went back to an area just to make sure we didn't forget anything because I'm a hoarder and I need to know like if there's an explorable area that I can explore, I'm gonna do it. And so like I went backtracked a little bit after we dropped off glasses. We dropped her off here to hit the button and then Robo joined the party for actual battles. And he has such good AoEs. Like they're powerful. Like his base attack is decent, but the AoEs do that much more damage and it affects everything. One of his attacks literally says attacks every enemy.
Attacks every enemy.
That's perfect for me. And then he has a tech that him and Chrono do together that attacks everything with like disco lights and lasers and it's fucking rave. And you just wipe shit out. Like do that twice, you're done with almost every battle because I want to say that because we get Robo and he's like level 10. So he's only like 2 levels or 1 level under what we currently are. So we don't have to worry about like building him up from scratch. And like their combo attack does like 219 to 230 damage each hit. And most of the enemies that we've been facing only have between 200 and 300 health. So like that twice makes battles go real quick. So once we get him leveled up more, and I'm curious what other techs he'll learn because as of right now, I've only seen his and Chrono's together. I've not seen him in Marley's or him and the glasses. I keep forgetting
Luca?
her name. Luca. I literally keep forgetting her name. I'm just gonna keep calling her glasses.
Poor Luca.
Pretty forgettable if I say no.
Wow.
I literally just keep forgetting what her name is. But I'm excited to see what other texts that he gets. Because like his texts are already pretty good. And that's just his starting ones. And if I don't know how many texts they get overall. Like, do they only get like 1 or 2 texts per other character?
Are you talking about like the dual text or are you talking about their single text?
Yeah, dual text. I know that they'll keep earning single ones, but for like dual text, do they only learn specific ones with other characters or will they start learning multiple for the same character?
I want to say they learn 2 to 3 per character in most cases.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what those could be because if he has an AoE that can affect every enemy, I would say like with him and Marley, seeing how she's basically the healer, his tech and hers, I could see it being like a very powerful, maybe not resurrection, but it could be, where they just full heal the party eventually. Like I could see their techs because with him being able to target everything and her healing abilities, they might have a tech that heal everyone, which I do know that her and Luca have an ability to heal the party too, but it's not that potent. Like it'll probably get better, but putting it out there, I don't know.
Fair. And honestly, you know, that's one of the things I was going to ask you anyways. Well, yeah. But that was what I was going to ask you is like kind of like what do you think is kind of going to happen? I'm curious to continue hearing what you think will happen. We're about to go like the stream is about to end and so is this portion of the podcast. The next portion of gameplay will be us going into the factory to be able to unlock this door so we can get the gate to get back home. What are your immediate thoughts on the next step? What's going to happen once we get back home?
Well, it can go bunch of different ways. Because my first thought is it's not going to be that easy. Just for the fact that, excuse me, I feel like this portal, based on where we are on the map, because we spawned in over here and now we're really far away technically, because like our characters are moving, but we're big compared to everything. Whereas like if it was like a real map, it would be hundreds of miles, I assume, because you're moving across a continent. So like I feel like we're not going to spawn next to the kingdom. We're going to spawn somewhere probably on the continent, but not where we were. And so we're going to be in a whole new place with other problems that we deal with. So then it's from there trying to find out where we are and how to get more information, which I don't know the world map other than just what we've kind of gone through with the bridge and everything. So if we end up on a whole nother continent, I feel like we're going to do some research and we're going to have access to different lore because it's a whole different place. So we're going to find out information that we wouldn't have in our kingdom. And same with the butterfly effect. We're going to fuck something up in this kingdom that's going to change the future for them.
And that's
for good or bad.
And that's honestly fair. I feel like that's honestly a fair a potential assessment of what is going to happen. So, well, friends, if you've made it through this part of the podcast, we appreciate you being here. You've heard MrWrong's thoughts. I don't want to call them predictions. His thoughts on what will happen. I mean, it kind of is.
As predictions don't have to be right. It's still a prediction.
Fair. Well, it's good that they don't have to be right because they're
premonition is where you are claiming something to be true.
Fair. So I will tell you that you're not necessarily wrong in terms of what you're thinking.
What count? On what part of what I said was I not wrong?
I don't know.
My assumption is that I'm correct that we're going to end up not in our kingdom. I feel like that one's going to be accurate.
Guess you'll have to wait and see.
Or just continue playing. I don't know.
Well,
no, we're going to be playing literally in 2 days, which by the time this episode comes out, we'll have already played.
By the time this episode fucking comes out, at my rate, we'll already be done playing the damn game and moved on to Final Fantasy 1. But
it won't be that long.
No, I'm gonna try to by the time that we're done with this game, I want us to have our rhythm, and that by the time we're doing gameplay footage on Fridays, the episode of the podcast from the previous gameplay will be going live on YouTube, like during the time that we're playing, so we can basically like plug people, go to YouTube and watch the podcast of last week's play. So at least that's my goal. But
yes,
I don't know if you're here watching this right now. How did I do? Did I make it? Did I get it on up on YouTube in time to play? Probably not.
Did I get it on?
Yeah,
that's all we want to know.
Did we get it on?
And don't forget to comment that you've made it this far. We said the comment in the very beginning of the episode, so
if you forgot it now, you're screwed.
Watch time. Give us the watch time. Rewatch the whole video.
Rewatch the whole thing. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
We're trying to make YouTube partner over here. God, help us.
We're just trying to be idiots on the internet. So for MrWrong, I am Legionkaje. We are the D20 duo, and this has been Questlog.
I was early that time.
You were early trying to offset the time of being
down. Yeah,
you asked me to slow down.
That was last time.
You asked me to slow down.
I'm in the present.
I hate it here.